Hello, it is I, Dragon Soup, also known as Saltasaur in-game. In this video, I'll be talking about Minecraft's latest updates, the 1.15 Buzzy Bees updates, and all of the new features that it adds to the game. Now, let's get right into the video. Firstly, the main addition in this update, as if you couldn't already tell, are a new mob, Bees. These 10 health flying neutral mobs spawn in plains biomes, as well as forest biomes. They are usually found surrounding a new block, a bee nest, which I'll explain later, and they will bring pollen from nearby flowers into the nest. If a bee is attacked, or if their nest is broken or harvested from, all nearby bees in the area will chase down the attacker. Bees will attempt to sting the attacker on sight and will inflict poison damage on hits. However, bees will lose their stinger after attacking once and will die without it. Bees do not drop anything useful, so fighting them is not worth the efforts. Next, I'd like to talk about the new blocks and items in this update. Bee nests are a new block that store bees. When a bee returns to its nest, it can fill up its nest with honey. This honey can be harvested by either right-clicking it with shears or right-clicking it with a bottle, which give two new items, honeycombs and honey bottles respectively, which I'll be covering shortly. By the way, you can't pick this up without Silk Touch. Honeycombs are used to craft two more blocks in this update. They can either be used to craft a bee hive, which functions the same as a bee nest except that you don't need Silk Touch to pick it up, or they can be crafted into a honeycomb block, which is purely decorative. Honey bottles, on the other hand, are much more useful. These bottles count as a food source, and they will give saturation upon being consumed. Alternatively, they can be used to craft a curious new block. Honey blocks are a new block with many strange properties. Mobs and players on top of honey blocks will find it difficult to move or jump. Secondly, mobs, players, and items alike can slide down the sides of this block, making them move more slowly and take no fall damage. Lastly, if pushed by a piston, honey blocks will make other blocks stick to them as well as any mobs, items, or players on top of it. Advancements have also been added for sliding down the side of a honey block, safety collecting honey from a beehive, and moving a bee nest with free bees inside using Silk Touch. Finally, several other changes have been made in this update. Starting off with mobs, iron golems can now be repaired by right-clicking them with iron ingots. You can also see various different states of damage on iron golems to see how much health they have. Baby variants of breedable mobs now have a small chance to spawn in the wilds. Villagers converted into zombies can now no longer despawn, and foxes, as well as their sweet berry bushes, now spawn in all taiga biomes. Blocks have also received some changes. Iron doors now require a pickaxe to break, bells will ring if powered by redstone, campfires can now be extinguished with a shovel, dispensers can now place armor stands and fill bottles with honey or water. The recipes of composters and dark prismarine have been changed to match their bedrock counterparts. Rails face the player when placed. Beds now always set a spawn point even if not being swept in. And wet sponges now dry out in the nether. Several minor changes have also been made to commands. You can now create custom conditions for when a command should activate, called predicates. And 5 new game rules have also been added to toggle instant respawning, fall damage, drowning damage, fire damage, and phantom spawning. Toggle sprinting and toggle sneaking are now options for Java players, which allow players to keep sprinting or sneaking even after releasing the button. Finally, over 300 bug fixes have been made in this update, with many performance improvements to go with it. Well, that's all I have for this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out my other videos too. This is Dragon Soup, signing out.